I'm comfortable. I think I am ready now. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. My name is Silka and today I will be showing you 5 series that I am excited to start whenever that will happen. The first one I've talked about a million times. I think that it will be one of my favorite books. I still think that despite my reading having changed a little bit, like I'm really into romantasy at the moment. But the first book is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Let me just read you a little bit what it is about. So, Bree would do anything before making a deal with the Fae. Death is preferable to their vicious schemes. But when her sister is taken by the sadistic king of the unseelie court, there is nothing Bree wouldn't do to get her back, including making a deal with the king himself to steal 3 magical relics from the rival Seelie court. Gaining unfettered access to the Seelie court is easier said than done. Bree's only choice is to pose as a potential bride for Prince Ronan, the Seelie prince who is not quite as wicked as she once thought. Unwilling to let her heart distract her, she accepts help from a band of unseelie misfits with their own secret agenda. But as Bree spends time with their mysterious leader Finn, she finds herself struggling to resist his seductive charm. Caught between 2 dangerous courts, Bree must decide who to trust with her loyalty and with her heart. So we have a love triangle, and definitely enemies to lovers, maybe on both parts, both with the prince and also with this rebel group, which is something that I love, and I'm super excited to see it. It is also a duology, so I feel like it's more doable than, I think actually most of these are duologies, but duologies are just more doable and more, you know, it's easier to get into. So I'm hoping that this will be really good. I'm hoping for fast world building and also that it's semi-fast paced because I like that a whole lot. The next book we have is House of Dragons by Jessica Cluess. I believe this one was gifted, so there's a gift note in it. Yeah, cool. And this one is about 5 houses of Etruria that must attend the calling, where one of their own will be selected to fight for the throne. In this proud dragon empire, the oldest child of each house is always called the Golden Child, the one who has spent a lifetime preparing to complete in the glorious trials. But this year is different. This year, 5 outcasts will be pitted against one another. And then it introduces these 5 outcasts as the liar, the soldier, the servant, the thief, and the murderer. I always love a good trial and a good competition, and the fact that we have like 5 outcasts and not like a couple of trained, I don't know, but like the people that has trained for this thing. A couple of people that have trained for it, and then there's just one misfit, and it doesn't make sense that they win, but they do it anyways. In this one, we have 5 misfits. I'm so excited. I do believe that it is a POV from all 5, which will probably be a little bit confusing, but I'm still really excited for it. The next one we have, you might be like, Silka, who are you? It's a contemporary. This one is called Drizzle, Dreams, and Love-Struck Things, and it's by Maya Prasad. The reason that I think this will be super good and super cute is because it basically takes place over like the 4 different seasons, or at least that is my understanding of it. It says 4 sisters, 4 seasons, 4 flavors of romance. The Singh sisters grew up helping their father navigate the bustle of the Songbird Inn, nestled on dreamy and drizzly Orcas Island in the Pacific Northwest. The inn has always been warm and cozy and filled with interesting guests, the perfect home. But things are about to heat up now that the Songbird has been named the most romantic inn in America. And then we follow the 4 sisters, Needy, Avani, Sirisha, and Rani, through their different love stories. I think that this is just such a cute premise, and the fact that we're like at an inn and we're getting to see it in all these different seasons and the different like atmospheres, I love it. I love it. And I'm excited to read it. I do believe that there is this one and then a sequel, but I'm not sure if there's been more books released in this series. Next up, I'm gonna do I was about to say a graphic novel. I'm in a middle grade. I don't even know where that came from. But this one is The Forgotten 5 Map of Flames. I've had this for maybe a year, maybe a little more, and I just keep forgetting I have it, but I'm actually super excited for it. So every single time I go like to look at my middle grade shelf, I see it and I'm like, oh my god, I keep forgetting. But basically, 15 years ago, 8 supernatural criminals fled Esteros City to make a new life in an isolated tropical hideout. Over time, 7 of them disappeared without a trace, presumed captured or killed. And now, the remaining one has died. Left behind to fend for themselves are the criminals' 5 children, Birdie, Brick, 7, Tenor, and Cabot, each with superpowers of their own. Then Birdie finds a map among her father's things that leads to a secret stash and a note. Go to Estero, find your mother, and give her the map. The 5 have lived their entire lives in isolation. What would it mean to follow the map to a strange world full of things that they've only heard about, like cell phones, cars, and electricity? A world where, thanks to their parents, being supernatural is a crime. I know I keep saying that I don't like books that are set in the current time and have supernatural or magical elements, and I don't like my main characters to have phones and stuff, but this premise I do find fairly interesting because they've been raised on like a remote island. They have never seen a phone, and then they have to go to a place where these things exist. Also, I'm excited to see what their superpowers is. I think one can do something with invisibility, and I have no clue what the rest of them can do, but I'm excited to find out. Currently, I think that there is like maybe 1 or 2 additional books. So like in total 2 or 3 books in this series, but I'm actually not sure. But I'll just start out with this one and then we'll see how it goes. The final book that I want to talk about in this fairly short video is Threads That Bind by Kika Hatsapulu. I think her name is, I'm not sure. This one is basically inspired by the Fates from Greek mythology. I like that a lot. Io is Moira born, descendant from the Fates. She can see threads, shimmering silver lines connecting every person. When a relationship is formed, a new thread appears. When a person's life thread is cut, it's their time to die. Io uses her gift as a private investigator, trying to make ends meet in a world which treats other born people like her with suspicion and prejudice. Then Io is witness to a murder, but this is no ordinary murder. Io can see that the killer's life thread is severed. They should be long dead. More complicated still, there is another witness, Idai, a member of the violent Rossi mob who rule Alante, and what Io can see immediately although Idai cannot, is that there is a bright silver fate thread connecting them. This boy is her destiny. Io and Idai are thrown together to solve the case, and as Io grapples with the dark secrets lurking beneath Alante's surface, she must decide whether to embrace her fate and give in to the feelings growing between herself and Idai, or whether to cut the thread and set him free. I love this idea of, fates and all the threads that she can see, and the fact that she can see that they are destined for each other, but he can't. And like, how do you go about that? And also, again, despite me normally not liking fantasies that are set in like current times, this does sound super interesting because she uses her stuff for like a crime investigator, and that's super cool. I'm excited for this series. I believe that there's currently 2 books in the series, and I don't think that there will be any more. So I think it is a completed duology, but I'm not sure. That's it. That are the 5 series that I wanted to talk about. Before I let you go, I just wanted to give a brief information thing. As you might have noticed, this video is posted on a Thursday. I try to keep up with me posting every Saturday, but Saturdays just don't fit with my schedule one bit. So I'm changing my posting day to Thursdays because it makes better sense with my schedule. I think that's it. I think this month will be me primarily talking about different types of series and like series now that I wanted to start, and maybe some series like that I might DNF, series I want to finish this year that is like a main priority, series I will wait a little bit with, stuff like that. I'm gonna see what type of series videos I want to do. If you have any recommendations or any ideas as to a series video that you would like to see, like not a series, but like me talking about book series, like do you want some recommendations, anything, let me know. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me what types of videos about series you would like to see. If you just want to let me know that you're here, please leave a pink flower. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and until I see you next time,